Have you guys seen this legendary clip, by the way? This might go in the Hall of Fame clips. This might go in the Hall of Fame clips. This might be a Hall of Fame clip. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to play it. This might be a Hall of Fame clip.
My thought is everything has a price. There is not a number that can get you back in that ring. 80 million, 100 million.
Nah, because now you selling your soul.
$100 million, you can have my soul.
That's you. Now we know your character. Sometimes, you know, you look at people and you be like, dang, man, you ain't got no dignity. You ain't got no morals. Like, come on, man. Like, what you gonna stand for if everything is about money?
Jesus Christ. Big up Terence Crawford, bro. Big up fucking Terence Crawford. He made my guy on the pivot look so bad. He made him feel so fucking small. He didn't mean it that way. The guy on the pivot, you know, he didn't mean to make him sound. He didn't mean to make it sound like he had a price to give. You know what I mean? I don't think he made it. He's trying to basically say that there's a certain number that most of us wouldn't be able to turn down. But it did come across like he said what he said, you know? Let's play it one more time. Let's play the clip one more time. Terence Crawford, bro. Wow.
My thought is everything has a price. There is not a number that can get you back in that ring. 80 million, 100 million.
Nah, because now you selling your soul.
$100 million, you can have my soul.
That's you. Now we know your character.
Ouch.
Sometimes, you know, you look at people and you be like, dang, man, you ain't got no dignity. You ain't got no morals. Like, come on, man. Like, what you gonna stand for if everything is about money?
What you gonna stand for if everything is about money? I feel like that's a phrase, that's a saying that you could apply for comedians across the board, right? This is mostly a comedy, stand-up comedy, commentary, live stream sort of thing. So, but I think this is something you can apply to everybody across the arts. There has to come a point where the money isn't enough, you know? The money is just not the be all and end all of it. It has to be. Has to be a point in time where you think, you know what? I'm hanging up my gloves. I'm moving on. I'm hanging up the mic. I'm moving into different areas of my life. I'm exploring different avenues, not because I, you know, don't need the money, but because I want to explore other things. And I'm kind of fed up and I want to have a change. Doesn't matter about how much money you're going to give me. I don't want to go backwards. I want to move forwards. I want to see different things. Or maybe if you do have a situation where if you're Terence Crawford, maybe you're upset or you know you're not happy about certain things about boxing. You want to step away for a bit. No money is going to bring you back. You stand on your pivot. You stand on your shit. You stand on your, you know what I mean? But these type of people, which I think are more prevalent now in the entertainment industry, any check, any money is going to change their mind. And I think most networks, most production companies, most whatever, they know that to be the case. You know, they know that they have that in their back pocket. If they offer so and so enough money, they will do X, Y, and Z. They're willing to do X, Y, and Z. I love how he was just very clear, very kind of dry, very matter of fact in the fact of like, no, doesn't matter what money you try and offer me to get back in a boxing ring. I've said I'm done now. I've got all my faculties intact. I've not got major brain injury, major brain damage. I've got time to look after my kids. I'm still at an age where I can play with my kids, hang with my kids, see them grow older, see them, you know, have their own kids, be there to look after them and shit. I've made enough money where I can look after my extended family. Why do I need more? I need to still be in this rat race. So I need to be chasing this thing, you know? So big up Terence Crawford for walking away the way he did, man. He got that massive big payday in his last fight and he thought, you know what? Perfect time to say sayonara. Perfect time to say sayonara. I fucking love it, man. What a great fucking clip. I'm gonna play that one more time. I'm gonna play that fucking one more time.
My thought is everything has a price. There is not a number that can get you back in that ring. 80 million, 100 million.
Nah, because now you selling your soul.
$100 million, you can have my soul.
That's you. Now we know your character. Sometimes, you know, you look at people and you be like, dang, man, you ain't got no dignity. You ain't got no morals. Like, come on, man. Like, what you gonna stand for if everything is about money?
That's why, in a weird way, this is a weird analogy, right? This is a weird analogy to make. Please forgive me and please stay with me with this analogy. That's why, in a weird way, I oddly have a lot of respect and admiration for the guys and the girls who go to places like Dubai and get shat on and shit. they get shat on, they have to eat shit, they have to sleep with horrible looking people. I kind of have respect for people like that, because I don't think regular guys could put up with that level of degradation for a check. Well, I think women can. I think some people just have the deposition where they can put themselves in those type of positions for the gain at the end that comes at the end of it, and not be okay with the embarrassment, with the ridicule, with the shame that comes with the act, because they're going to get the money, you know? Because I've not heard of a single girl that goes to the Middle East allegedly to partake in those activities where they shit on you and stuff, and has come back and said, oh, they didn't pay me. Everyone's invoices get paid. They get the flights booked, they get the fucking hotels confirmed, first class flights, amazing hotels, ground transport, outfits, everything. So they always get their money. I never hear girls saying they don't get their money, but it's something that you kind of, only a certain type of person could put up with being degraded, being disrespected, being abused, you know, being played with in that way, and be like, okay, I'm doing this because I want to get the monetary gain at the end. Most of us can't do it. And I feel like most of us shouldn't do it either. You know, you should live your life. I think in general, you live a life where your needs are met and that's enough, you know? I think maybe social media doesn't help with things, because social media makes it feel like we all should have fucking Richard Millies. Social media makes it seem like we all should have fucking G-Wagons. It makes it feel like we all should be flying first class or private jets, which is not the case. I feel like if your needs are met, if you're able to go and have a cocktail a couple of times a week if you want to, if you're able to go watch your favorite team play home and away, if you're able to fucking take your kid to Disneyland, if you're able to buy your fucking dog or cat the treats that you like and not the shitty cheapo stuff, if you're able to fucking, I don't know, fix the tire of your car without taking out a loan, you know, if your needs are met, I think you should be happy and content with that, and not trying to strive for more, because sometimes striving for more can maybe lead you to end up underneath a table getting shot on. I know it's a wild analogy to make, but sometimes being content with what you have, and living a good life based on the things that you have, can sometimes be a good thing. Because if you strive for too much, if you start looking at your neighbor, if you start, you know, if you start comparing yourself to people you see on social media, and start wanting things that are maybe outside of your, let's say, quote unquote tax bracket, spending power, you know, you might end up in a position where suddenly you're now under a table, you know, swallowing on the caca. No one wants that, unless you want to do that, you know.